Everyone, welcome to Holistic Apothecary. I'm Phyllis Bucci,
And I'm Kim Henderson.
and we're here today to talk to you about, hopefully you're going to give us some questions, but we're going to talk about solutions for some of the life issues that pop up, on a daily basis and kind of throw you off your rocker a little bit. We're here to give you some information, tools that we have used personally, and we have gotten such phenomenal results. We learned patience, and it really started as a journey together. It started with an herbal hour that turned into a book club, and the book club turned into us just really saying, let's sit down and start using all of these tools and affirmations and ancient wisdom and the way things used to be when people had to just take from themselves and gain inner strength and understand how to move through life. And we've pretty much been really applying all of these theories to life, and over the summer into the fall, welcome to November, we have really overcome some challenges, and we're really here to help you with any challenges you may have. And we may not have all the answers, but we can probably help you find the solutions, S-O-U-L-utions. Okay, so we're hoping you're going to, write us in some questions. Do you want to?
Well, November's about abundance and about yourself, with the 11 the whole entire month. So we got a lot of really exciting things to talk about.
Yeah, and November is, the holiday season. The stress is upon us.
Remember to be grateful
Every day. And kind of step away from, I know everybody's really with the media. I do not watch the news. I do not read the newspapers. It doesn't make me feel good to be sitting down eating dinner and hear that, God forbid, a 4-year-old child was shot or something crazy like this. The election, I don't even want to get into it. It's just the most stressful thing. It's actually such a joke to people at this point. There's just nothing positive out there for us. So I guess we want to bring you a more positive way to find your path and be on your way to doing what you want to do. I do have one person who contacted me about how you deal with unemployment, being unemployed. And so they weren't very specific about why, how, what they came from. But I will tell you this, that when one door closes, we know another door opens. And if you're going to sit there and think, oh me, oh my, what am I going to do now? You're just going to be stagnant.
Yeah.
But if you look at it like it wasn't right for me, and I know that there's a higher source that has a plan for me, and just go with that, I know it can be really tough. Believe me, we've all been through a year, which I can't wait till it's over personally. But we've gotten through it. Here we are in November. I can remember in March going, oh my God, what else could happen? And then an array of things happened, in our lives. And like I said, using the inner tools and using affirmations and using guidelines to set and limiting beliefs, but not limiting beliefs that we were raised with. Limit your beliefs to only the things that you want in your life. Why would you give energy to anything that you don't want? Okay, so I segued. Back to the unemployment. One door closes, another door opens. To me, you just haven't found where your desires and your passions have to be funneled. And you can be in a job just over broke and not be loving what you do. And once you put your passions into what you do, the rest will just follow and happen, because your passion is just going to shine in what you do. And that's what really changes the frequency and changes the energy and draws to you, whether it's the job, whether it's clients, whatever it's going to be. It can only be better than what's happening now. So you can stay in that soul negative mode, or right now, at this moment, you can go, God's got a better plan for me. Creator has a better plan for me. And go with it. Go with it. You want to put energy into something that you don't want? I learned a long time ago not to do that. And you know what? it's treated me pretty well. I'm gonna say the last 20 years have been the best, the greatest lessons, just using inside what we have.
Yep, and there's a few things that you can do to step outside of that fear. That's the first thing you're probably experiencing when you lost the job is, what am I gonna do now?
Or left it.
Or left
Or
it,
left it.
either way. What's your next step gonna be? And finding what your purpose is, what speaks to you at this point. And you may or may not make money with that, but that's gonna lead you to the next great thing for you. And I gotta say, today for me has been a phenomenal day. I've had so many great things already happen. And what started that, I went out for my run this morning. So getting out in nature, oh my God, how beautiful is this day. The leaves, everything, and feeling that
Favorite time of
gratitude,
year.
right? So I was, walking in the park and running in the park, feeling all of that joy and beauty and gratitude. And then getting into my mood, I'm a realtor, and I just feel so on fire this week. And it's all of that. It's all the positivity. It's, and there's been different times, in my career where I felt up and down. Right now I'm so up, and it is what Phyllis and I have been doing. So find people who are like you, who believe in what you do, believe in you, believe in each other, and help each other. And some of it's just
Absolutely.
talking. Some of it's just being able to talk to somebody who will have that belief with you and to be able to move into it,
And it's really about sticking to your truth.
Yeah.
This time of unemployment might just be a time for you to go really deep within and figure out what really makes you tick, what makes you passionate. What do you love to do that you would love to share with the world that would make all people, put everybody in a better place than where they are now? How can you do that? What can you do for someone else to bring them to that place? Stop the limited thinking.
Yeah.
Stop basing your perceptions on what other people are thinking, because nobody has walked in your shoes. Nobody's been through your experiences, and nobody's going through what you're going through now. Only you are. So you can only be the judge. And start getting into what you feel around people. Or what do you feel when you're in a situation? Or what do you feel when you're faced with making a decision? Because if you can let go of all the programmed insanity around you, it helps you to better center and be focused on what you're really feeling, and it helps you to really stick to your truth. And I'm the first one to tell you, I am today the way I was 30, 40, 50 years ago. You just gotta, stay true to yourself and believe what you believe and stick true to this. And as long as you're not harming anybody, hurting anything else, or getting in the middle of, stopping somebody else from their dreams, you can look in the mirror every day and say what I did today, who I helped, what I did, and go to bed feeling exuberant, like you just, I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get up the next morning and get here and talk to people and know that somebody's life was changed. But you have a specialty, unique gift that can help other people change and help other people's lives be enhanced also. You just haven't found it yet, and you're on the path to, and you have to be patient, but you have to be open, you have to ask, and you have to listen when you hear, guidance, or be open to signs. And I mean, even billboards. You can see billboards that give you a sign, and you'll question it and go, oh, like that.
Is that my answer?
Was that my answer? You go, yes, and just go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and also if you can get out and help somebody else who's in a lesser situation than you are. I've had so much opportunity in this last week alone to be an instrument to help people, and I cannot even tell you the amazing stories, not only for the people that I set out to help, but then the ripple effect that it's helped other people. And I think that's probably why I feel as glorious as I do today, because I personally keep hearing these stories of people helping other people. And man, when you can just help, somebody told me, or I just realized that a friend of mine I didn't really know that well lost a child years ago, and I didn't even know this about that person. And that person helps people every single day. I just can't even believe it. I'm just blown away by this information that I received today. And it changed me in an instant. you know.
And for them, it could be channeling their grief
Totally.
and being able
That's
to
it.
turn
That's
their
what they're doing.
grief into something positive.
Yeah, instead of wallowing or, you know, whatever, at that point, they're out helping other children. I just can't even tell you how amazed I am today, and pretty much have been very emotional about it as well, pretty much all day.
Absolutely,
you know,
because
and
that's when it touches you.
yeah, and it's when, you know, some days where you have those low days and, you know, if you focus on that, you're going to keep going down the rabbit hole, but shift your focus onto somebody else that you could help, and I'm telling you, that's gonna make the difference in your
Absolutely.
life, you know.
Gratitude, being grateful.
Yeah.
Try this for 1 week.
Yep.
Every morning when you get up, before you even get out of bed, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're just thanking the universe for everything you do have. And then just take a moment to lay there, put your hands on your heart, and plan out your day. Run your day like a movie in your mind, what you want to happen, what you'd like to see. For 1 week, please try this. And then when you go to bed at night, same thing, gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything you have. I think we're too focused on what we don't have. And, you know, Andrew Weil said probably 20 years ago, I think he said, stop watching the news, stop reading the newspaper, stop all the stress in your life, because stress is what takes the hose and the flow of life and puts a kink in it for you, and it just stagnates you. And people don't realize how physically affected we are by what we're watching on TV. I mean, it's just incredible. And once you really understand how we're such a visual culture, and everything we see we want, or we want to go to, you'll start to understand. You don't want to hear all these negative things. You don't want to know all these negative things, and you know, be a part of helping where you can. But there's not a whole lot we can do about what the media does to us.
Yeah. Well, I knew this morning when I go to the farm park in Norristown for my run, and the sun was just so amazing, and I just was like, I stopped and I stood in the sun and I meditated for a few minutes, and I could see people coming from either direction, and I had my sunglasses on. I didn't even care. I just stood there, and I was like, it was like a download of just all the gloriousness of the sun and the leaves changing and everything. And if you can get out in nature on a day like today for 5 minutes,
And the sun is pure energy.
Pure energy.
Pure energy. What gives us life cannot take it away.
Yeah.
You want to know about the sun giving you cancer? Check the ingredients in your sunblock that they make you slather all over you.
Mm-hmm.
Honest to God, I mean, everything that's good for us is told it's bad for us. And in moderation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go out and roast 365 days a year. I am a sun goddess myself, and but honest to God, like, start really thinking for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't allow your life to be at the mercy of a lot of people in charge who, not for anything, look at their lives, and not for anything, I certainly wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I like my feet in the boots that they're in. I really do.
She's got good feet.
Honest to God. Anyway, so somebody send in some questions. We want to, help you out. Anybody have a situation? We won't say your name, but we want to be able to answer questions and maybe a dilemma that you happen to think you have, and we want to help you get out of it. And we were hoping to have some lunch with people, so, if you're lunchtime, throw those headphones on at work, shh, we won't tell. We just want to join you.
Yeah.
So, well, anyway, for those of you that did join in with us today, we want to thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week at noon. So if you're watching the replay next week, noon, we want to have lunch.
Yeah.
We want to feed you good information, and the best time to learn is when you're eating, because that's when you're going to digest it the best. So,
and all through the week, once you see this, if you can send us inboxes, either Kim Henderson or inbox Phyllis, inbox of Holistic Apothecary,
yes,
where you can email. We're very accessible. So emails, inboxes, and we're happy to answer any of your questions and help you get to your solution.
Yes, absolutely. So, want to say ciao to everybody out there and thank you for everybody that did have a chance to tune in. And look forward to seeing you next week at noon. And we'll have lunch together. So write us in your questions. We love you. Thanks for taking the time. Bye-bye.